What's up? This your man Dre Mac coming to you again with another video. But this particular video I want to go over is New York Times take on Recast T'Challa. It was some interesting things that they talked about inside the actual article. But the real question is, are you ready? Alright, in this show, I'm going to talk about the Recast T'Challa article in the New York Times. It was actually retweeted by E-Man from E-Man's Movie Review. Of course, the creator of the petition, Recast T'Challa, and while the hashtag is still trending today. Now, there were just some interesting things that I actually wanted to go over when it comes to this New York Times article. Now, I don't really have a problem because it's just an opinion piece as far as the overall article. The overall article actually just gets the conversation started about Recast T'Challa. But there is a couple of things that I kind of want to go over on. It says, and unfortunately, whichever character or actor takes on the mantle of Black Panther next will bear the brunt of the fans' doubts, disappointments, and derision. Particularly in the new Black Panther will be, as some have speculated, a woman. And then this person puts, heaven forbid. We've seen this time again, most notably in Star Wars franchises where actors of color have endured inconsolable harassment for contradicting certain fans' notions of who can be heroic in our image and interstellar features. This is the issue that I have with this. It's because in the actual Black Panther comics, the whole center of the actual comics is around T'Challa. Now, there have been people that have dubbed the Black Mantle persona before. I'm about to get into that here now. So, the ancient Black Panther, which is what they call Black Panther 1 million BC, that's from the comics. Bashanga is the first technical Black Panther of Wakanda. Then you have Nahanda, who was the Black Panther and the first female Black Panther. Then you have Asuri, you have T'Chaka, you have Ninjaka, you have Cyan, and you have Shuri, who is the youngest Black Panther. But T'Challa is the focal point of the actual story. So when people start talking about Black Panther and they start talking about the mantle of the Black Panther, there's two separate components to that. You have the King of Wakanda, which we've already seen that in Captain America Civil War. T'Chaka was still the King of Wakanda before he died in the explosion, but he already appointed his son T'Challa to be the Black Panther, the protector of Wakanda. So we're not saying that Shuri could not be the Black Panther. But you notice the names that wasn't in there, it's like M'Baku and Nakia and anybody else. They already have particular Black Panthers. So when you say a notion like in this article when they said heaven forbid a woman be it, that's not taken into consideration that there already have been women in the actual publication that have been the Black Panther, and you're actually just trying to move the goalposts. Like, well, if you don't make a woman a Black Panther, y'all just hate women, and that's not the case. You're making an issue, or you're making a political issue, or you're making a non-issue an issue inside of a fictional universe that already had a woman inside of it, and that's the problem that I'm actually having. With the Recast T'Challa, the petition was already made clear. They did what E-Man put in when he said that he didn't want the role doesn't have to be recast immediately. It doesn't matter who the mantle goes to as long as there's T'Challa in there, and that's the problem. And then you're making assumptions about what the fandom actually wants. Well, if they do recast, then that person is going to be so much problems, and this and the other. Can he live up to Chadwick Boseman and this and the other? But you're not giving that an opportunity. Nobody said that about the Joker when Heath Ledger died. Can anybody measure up to the performance of Heath Ledger? You know what? Somebody did. And that was Joaquin Phoenix. He did an awesome job in a solo movie with no Batman, no nothing, just Joker. And he did an amazing job. So don't tell me who can't do what. And this is a fictional universe. Matter of fact, there was a Black Panther in 2099 that I actually found out about. That was a one shot. It was a 2099 one comic that after T'Challa died, this is years, this is literally the year 2099. He left no heirs or anything, and somebody took up the mantle of Black Panther way after T'Challa's story. And the thing is, we just want the story to keep going on. So, of course, this goes on, and this is something that I actually had a problem with too. This is an issue when it comes to black superheroes and a male black superhero. It's like we get one black superhero, something happens, and unfortunately, again, Chadwick Boseman died. That's unfortunate. But don't throw away the whole entire character after he debuted in 1966 in Fantastic Four number 52. People don't understand that the Black Panther, actually, the comic ran to 1979. From literally 1980, well, actually, let me take it from 1979 was the end of the first run of Black Panther. The second run of Black Panther was a 4-issue miniseries that came in 1988. So if there was no Black Panther from 1979 to the end of that run to 1988, they didn't have a Black Panther to a 4-part miniseries. Then in the mid-90s, he got Black Panther came back under Christopher Priest. And a lot of people don't understand Christopher Priest was the guy who, you know, when you're kind of at the end of your run, Christopher Priest wrote your comic. And then what Christopher Priest did was took Black Panther because he didn't feel worthy of being the ruler of Black Panther, and he put him in New York. There was a time period where there was no Black Panther. And then when Christopher Priest's writing was so great and so incredible because he brought on the Dora Milaje and all these people that you see in film publication, Christopher Priest started it. Reginald Hunling put Shuri in there in 2005. And that comic has been running ever since then. It's been a very popular comic. There's still a T'Challa in the publication. So when this writer actually says, in the meantime, we too can be more expansive in our imaginings. T'Challa doesn't have to be the only hero we look up to. However, incrementally, we have seen progress in recent years. Marvel's Spider-Verse introduced the Black and Puerto Rican Brooklyn teenager Miles Morales as Spider-Man. She did not mention that his publication came way before Spider-Verse. This is the thing about when we take these heroes in fictional publication when it comes to comics. I've said this so many times that so many people are they're television fans of our MCU characters. They're video game fans of our Marvel characters. They're not comic book fans. So when it seems like, oh, you know, we could get, you know, hey, start looking up to Miles Morales, who came in the mid-2000s. Not a guy who's been around since the 60s. Not the first African superhero that we ever had in publication. The first person of African descent that was an actual superhero and not a side character. Throw him, don't have to worry about him. You know, the guy who came in and actually was the face of the anti-stereotype. Not the Falcon, not Luke Cage. T'Challa, we don't need him. Look up to other guys. We got some progressive guys. Look at Kamala Harris. And again, I'm not saying this to be funny or anything or to try to make light of what she's saying. What I'm saying is that T'Challa, Black Panther, is Black history. So you can't just throw this character away and be like, get another one. Oh, look, he said a black hero played by Anthony Mackie. He's the new Captain America. You could look up to him. Look up to Shang-Chi. He's a person of color, but not the first person who actually was a mainstay in Marvel Comics. And I have a problem with that. And it's almost like you're trying to just erase history. The actor died, let's erase history. They would not do that with Batman. They would not do that with Superman. They would not do that with Wonder Woman. They would not do that with Spider-Man. They would not do that with any other characters. They didn't do it with the Hulk. They didn't do it with no other person. But yeah, you would do it with the first black superhero that we actually had in publication that is Black history. That's deep to me. And it's also disturbing. And when people write these particular type of articles, it's even more disturbing is because you're not going into the history of these characters and actually telling the people why this is so important, why having this representation so important. If we can have representative in the LGBT community, we can have representative in the Asian and Pakistani community, you know, we can have all this representation, taking a black man away from this. Because we have representation with a female superhero with Monica Rambeau. So you take take a black man, which is not that many mainstay A-list characters in the MCU, and you say, you know what, dump him. We could just replace him with Falcon, with the new Captain America. Now I have a problem with that, and I hope you understand where I'm coming from too. All right, this is your man Dre Mac. Please comment below. Tell me what you think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. Let me know in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. Until next time, I'll see y'all later. Peace and bye-bye.